Coming from the collective voices of the people they were elected to represent.
Find his partner in New York City, where the Adams administration and our current so-called representatives across city, county, and state are expanding the criminalization of migrants, leaving them to suffer in tent cities without access to food, water, or bathrooms. Even as more than 60,000 rent-stabilized apartments sit vacant. Rather than funding libraries or citywide parks, preserving life-saving pandemic mitigation resources, or getting cops out of schools, the Adams administration has doubled down on funding police and jails, failing to shut down Rikers, and choosing to build 4 new multi-million-dollar jails.
Fuck Adam!
Therefore, we cannot look to false leaders and puppets alone to strengthen our solidarity with Palestinians. The Palestinian struggle unites us all, from all movements, and compels us. We're bolder, strategic action for a ceasefire and beyond. As we have shown over months of agitation and dissent, New York City stands with Palestine and Canada. Understand the reality of our situation. Understand that fascism is already here. Generations more will live water our lives. If you fail to act, from the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
From the sea to the river!
From the sea to the river,
Palestine will live forever!
Palestine will live forever.
So much, Ed. I'm going to welcome Fatin now, another friend and comrade. Fatin is a Palestinian community organizer with Al-Hawza, New York, New Jersey, Palestine Right to Return Coalition, and Palestinian Assembly for Liberation. Welcome, Fatin. Israel will prevail and Palestine will prevail. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Money for education. Money for education. No more occupation. No more occupation. Money for healthcare. Money for healthcare. Not for warfare. Not for warfare. Vote for one free Palestine.
All right. We have one more speaker before we get moving. I'm very privileged to introduce Menahil. Menahil is an arts worker and organizer committed to the liberation of all people from white supremacist, capitalist systems of oppression and building communities of care. Today, they're here as an autonomous organizer who joined up with the Fulani Defense Society for this action, as well as a member of Salam. Everyone, please welcome Menahil. I wanted to talk about my grandma and the impact of police violence, and then her home being bulldozed, land by fascist powers passed my grandparents were labor organizers in Faisalabad, an industrial city in Punjab, Pakistan, where they built up their lives after migrating by foot and train. During partition, the British manufactured catastrophes when the Indian subcontinent was split into Pakistan and India. They were labor organizers and they ended up in a police shootout in Faisalabad. They found out, they got a tip that the police cops were coming after them to kill them on behalf of the managers of the factories that they were organizing. And they defended themselves. They didn't have time to flee. They defended their home. And they killed local citizens. But what that meant for their lives, though, and their future, is that they were told they had to leave Faisalabad and never. Well, first they were incarcerated. Sorry, missed that part. They were incarcerated, and then they were told they were let out for some political reasons after a change in the regime that happened in a lot of places in the global south because of imperialist intervention, recovery, and they were told they had to leave Faisalabad and never come back. My grandma was able to purchase land in Bani Gala, an area of Islamabad, which was an up-and-coming city at the time. It was now the capital. And at the whims of another dictator who liked the land and for political reasons wanted to seize it, in the middle of the
space government with the destruction of Milani from the destruction of Cap City. Before we get moving though, I just got a very exciting update from some of our comrades from here in New York who are currently out in Tucson as part of the nationwide summit to stop Cap City going on over there. I wanted to read it to you really quickly now. We're all on the same page. You know what's going on. Last night, Wells Fargo and PNC Bank, locations in downtown Tucson, Arizona, were smashed during a march against Cap City. These banks are among the many with direct ties to police militarization, ecological destruction, and murder, with Wells Fargo funding the Atlanta Police Foundation and PNC funding the Mountain Valley Pipeline in Appalachia. 2 hours north, and less than 10 hours later, protesters gather at nationwide headquarters in Scottsdale, Arizona to demand they drop the contract to the Atlanta Police Foundation. These actions were movement defense, and our movement defense is an evidence-based strategy. Through simple, open records requests, the communication between funders, construction companies, and the city, we have hard evidence that the calendar of construction is structured around and reliant upon political repression. Contractors and funders wait for and openly encourage the justice system to make outlandish, threatening attacks against the movement before they make moves on construction. Striking back at those hoping to profit from the project makes clear that killing and arresting our friends does not create space for them to build. Neither political space nor economic space. Here in New York, we're witnessing in real time the assemblage of an NYPD anti-Palestine strategy. We're witnessing in real time the assemblage of an NYPD and it's not just the NYPD. People like Council Member Stacey Amato trying to play their role too, inspired by Atlanta. She introduced a bill to make obstruction of a roadway not an obstruction ticket, but a domestic terrorism charge. If we are to set our own calendar, if we are to take the initiative where we live, then we need to analyze and adapt to the changing terrain of repression. This is an opportunity to be brave and creative. People in Tucson this weekend quickly and easily took land back to the city because they know where it is they fucking live, because they know where the lots are, where the openings are, and because they made the occasion for others to learn that too. Land back everywhere.
Viva, viva Tortuguita!
Viva, viva Tortuguita!
Viva, viva Tortuguita!
Viva, viva Tortuguita! over here. Let's go.
That are and interdependence, sustainability, and freedom of the land and people. The people. United. Never be With the speeches. Our first speaker is Eric with Planet Over Profit. They are an end fossil finance strategist who organizes with Planet Over Profit climate defiance. Raised in a multi-ethnic household in Istanbul with Muslim and Jewish heritage fighting Erdogan's assaults on nature they design strategies and campaigns to force Wall Street out of fossil fuels and extractive colonialism. Give it up for Eric!
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. We are here to stand united against the genocide and apartheid Palestinians are suffering at the hands of Israel, to the militarized, racist policing factory, Cop City, and ecocidal destruction of Weelaunee Forest. The people of Atlanta have been resisting to indigenous land dispossession and genocide on Turtle Island. Today, during the Ensure Our Future Global Week of Action, we expose how AXA, the world's supposedly greenest, like bomb manufacturers and weapons manufacturers and fossil fuel projects. Here are two examples. One, AXA reinsures the militarized training grounds of Cobb City built upon stolen Muskogee people's land. AXA profits off of deforestation and destruction of Weelaunee Forest, which, let me remind you, is a lifeline against extreme heat, against flooding, things that are going to only get worse with the climate crisis. Why? Because AXA, our friends over here, choose to profit off training officers and tactics of war to be unleashed upon those who dare to dream of justice. The Black Lives Matter protesters, Free Palestine protesters, Stop Mountain Valley Pipeline protesters, people who stand for what is right. Two, AXA, our good friends over here, AXA, has made promises to the world, literal policies on paper, saying we will divest from fossil fuels. We will not insure fossil fuels. Those are great policies. We love them. They also have a policy saying we won't invest in cluster munitions. How many people here know what cluster munitions are? Let me see hands. Okay, you need to know this if you want to fully understand the pain our sisters, brothers, and siblings in Gaza are living through right now. A cluster munition is a missile coming from the sky that about 100 yards above turns into like 200 little grenades that indiscriminately kill civilian, children, doctors, ambulance workers. It is a war crime to use it. After the Israel-Lebanon conflict in 2007, an international convention was passed saying it was illegal, and AXA continued to have money in it. So what did we do? We organized. We forced AXA out of it. And now, here's the bad news, right? AXA owns little investment companies that they can hide behind. Say, no, that's not us investing. That's Alliance Bernstein, an investment company owned 100% by AXA, one of the largest investors in cluster munition manufacturer Elbit System, despite AXA's policies. We're angry about this evil. Consider this. We're on Wall Street. Banks, asset managers, insurers, they pour our money, our car insurance money, our bank deposits, our 401ks into projects that scorch the earth, projects that destroy the sacred lands of our indigenous siblings, sisters, and brothers, projects designed for warfare, repression, destruction, projects that pollute the air, that force BIPOC children to breathe cancer chemicals. That ain't right! Consider further the way insurance companies both insure fossil fuel projects and invest in fossil fuel projects in COP cities, and pull out from insuring communities of color worst affected by climate chaos, leaving behind families who will face rising tides without the lifeline of insurance. This is shameful. This deliberate abandonment is a modern manifestation of the racist process we call redlining, now cloaked as blue lining. Because you know what? If you're poor, if you live on a coastline, if you cannot afford to have your insurance double every year, in the eyes of our friends AXA over here, your lives don't matter. Today we name names. City. Can I hear you say it? City! City! BlackRock! BlackRock! AXA! You are symbols of corrupting wealth and disgusting power!
You are symbols of corrupting wealth and disgusting power!
Wall Street puts profit over people and planet!
Wall Street puts profit over people and planet!
I want to just remind you all of what AXA does. AXA insures racist Cop City. AXA finances Elbit Systems, manufacturer of cluster munitions that kill tens of thousands of children. AXA funds settler colonialism by owning the banks that give mortgages to settler colonists over the West Bank. AXA profits, invests in the machinery of genocide and ecocide. AXA isn't here to insure you and me. They're not here to insure our future. They are the architects of our despair. But, when we target insurers, we win. The Adani Carmichael coal mine on Wangan and Jangalulu territories in Australia was delayed by over 10 years because they couldn't find insurance. On Meta's lands and the lands of 15 indigenous nations in so-called Canada has been delayed and is near being cancelled. East Africa crude oil pipeline will never make a profit because insurance has become too expensive. A small shameless plug because all of our struggles are connected. Join us outside the New York Public Library tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the Insure Our Future March on New York. And let companies like AXA hear that we will not go away when they do not listen to us. Let me hear you repeat after me. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Defend Willani! Defend Willani! Land back! Land back! Reject the death cult!